In old Korea, two brothers lived vastly different lives. Heungbu, the younger, was kind and humble, though desperately poor. Nolbu, the elder, was wealthy but cruel, his heart as cold as winter stone. When their father passed, Nolbu took everything: land, house, fortune. He cast Heungbu into the streets, with nothing but the clothes on his back. Yet Heungbu never complained. With his wife and children, he built a humble home of sorghum stalks and worked honest labor, though hunger was their constant companion. One spring day, a swallow came to nest under Heungbu's humble roof. When its babies hatched, a great serpent attacked, devouring them all. But one baby swallow fell, its leg broken, bleeding in the dirt. Heungbu leapt forward and caught the tiny creature. He wrapped its broken leg with dried fish skin and bound it carefully with his wife's precious thread. "Even the smallest life deserves kindness," he whispered.
The swallow healed and flew away to warmer lands. When spring returned, it came back carrying gourd seeds in its beak, marked with the characters "Gourd of Gratitude." Heungbu planted them with hope. The vine grew strong and healthy, and soon 4 enormous gourds hung heavy from its stems.
When he split the first gourd open, colorful clouds swirled forth. 2 celestial servants emerged, carrying a bottle and a silver tray. "These treasures are worth tens of millions. Sell them and prosper," they said, then vanished like mist. The second gourd brought household goods, fine furniture, elegant vessels, everything a home could need. The third gourd opened to reveal a golden chest with a golden turtle lock. Inside, gold, silver, pearls, coral, amber, musk, and precious jewels beyond counting. Each time they emptied it, the chest filled again. For 6 days and nights, treasures poured forth. From the fourth gourd emerged master carpenters and an abundance of grain. The carpenters built Heungbu a grand house on the finest land. Servants appeared to help, carrying goods and provisions. In a single miraculous day, poverty became prosperity. When Nolbu heard of his brother's fortune, he stormed to Heungbu's mansion. "You must have stolen this," he raged, smashing furniture in jealous fury. But Heungbu calmly explained the swallow's gift. Nolbu's eyes gleamed. "Then I shall do the same, but gain even more." Returning home, his eyes gleamed with greed. "If kindness brings such reward," he sneered, "I'll have even more." He found a swallow's nest and deliberately broke a baby bird's leg, then bound it with false care, dreaming of riches. The next spring, his vine produced gourds even larger than Heungbu's, many massive gourds. The seeds were marked "Gourd of Revenge," but ignorant Nolbu could not read. He rubbed his hands together with glee. "Now I'll be the richest man in all Korea." He hired workers and sawed open the first gourd. From within burst scholars in official robes. They beat him with clubs, shouting, "Your parents were runaway servants. Pay their debt, 3,000 yang." Nolbu paid, weeping. The second gourd released musicians with gayagum and drums, demanding rice and money. The third, monks, demanding 5,000 nyang for prayers. The fourth, a funeral procession demanding 10,000 nyang. Each gourd brought new torments, draining Nolbu's wealth. Shamans beat him with drums, blind men struck him with staffs, ruthless thugs tied him to a tree and tortured him with wooden screws. Peddlers demanded payment. But before the final disaster, Nolbu opened one more gourd. They cooked the gored flesh into soup and ate it hungrily. Then strange sounds began. "Dang-dong," said Nolbu. "Dang-dong," echoed his wife. "Dang-dong," cried the children. Every word became dang-dong. The entire household could only say dang-dong, dang-dong, like broken instruments, unable to speak another word. Desperate but still greedy, Nolbu opened one last gourd. It seemed the heaviest, surely filled with gold. But when he split it open, a massive torrent of filth exploded forth. Like a bursting dam, waste flooded his home, his neighbors' homes, filling everything. Nolbu and his wife, covered in shame and filth, fled screaming. His wealth was gone, his home was destroyed. He had nothing left. Broken and desperate, Nolbu had nowhere to go. When Heungbu heard of his brother's ruin, he came at once. With tears of compassion, Heungbu welcomed his brother, built him a new home, and shared all he had. "Brother," Heungbu said, "wealth built on greed brings only ruin, but kindness shared multiplies forever." Moved by his brother's virtue, even Nolbu's cruel heart softened. The brothers lived together in harmony, and Heungbu's generosity was praised for generations. True fortune, they learned, lies not in gold, but in the goodness of one's heart. This never happened. What really happened in 1812 was disturbing. So controversial, they had to rewrite it. The Frog Prince, from the Brothers Grimm. Coming soon.